David Zritsky for the Bond Experience. Welcome back. Okay, I am literally surrounded by Casino Royale, one of your favorite James Bond movies from the franchise, and I'm wearing right now one of your favorite and my favorite outfits from the movie itself. It's, of course, affectionately called the Miami Bomber outfit, or the Miami Airport outfit. It's the outfit, of course, that Daniel Craig wears when he's going through the airport trying to thwart, and successfully doing it, the terrorist that is trying to blow up the airplane, set the stocks. You know the score. I don't have to tell you that. But let's talk about this outfit that I'm wearing right now, because the thumbnail that you clicked on, and the reason you were attracted to this video, is because you came here for a Frugal Bond moment. And guess what? This is not a Frugal Bond outfit. It is not yet, but it's coming. So this is anything but a Frugal Bond outfit. So I am wearing the Sunspell shirt that he wears in the movie. This is screen accurate, not screen worn. Screen accurate. That means the Sunspell t-shirt that they still sell at Sunspell is the Sunspell that he was wearing. And wait for it. Hold on a second. This is crazy. David, you're wearing the Ted Baker linen pants that he wears in the movie. Again, screen accurate, not screen used, but from the correct 2006 year. Talk about specifics. I've got the black belt on, the little kind of Boy Scout belt that he wears. I've got, I'm going for total screen accuracy here. This is, of course, the Omega Planet Ocean. This is the big one. This is the 45.5. I put it back on the rubber bracelet for this showing. Had to do it, of course. But ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, this is what I really wanted to show you. And of course, it is the bomber jacket, as it's affectionately called, from Casino Royale. Now, not only is this screen accurate, this is screen used. This is sort of my holy grail item that I have. This was worn by Daniel Craig in the movie Casino Royale. It actually still has little water stains from the stunt scenes, etc. And yes, this is his size. It fits me well. It's cropped because this was 2006. And of course, I think you know the story, but for those uninitiated, let's talk about this jacket for a moment, because this is screen used and not just screen accurate. If you were to buy this, if you could find it back in 2006, it would have been $4,000. Today, it has been valued at over $35,000 to $38,000 because it's from one of the most popular James Bond movies. So the pricing goes up. So you've got a Sunspell t-shirt worth about $90 to $100. You've got the Omega watch, anywhere from $4,000 to $7,000 if you can find this one. You've got the Ted Baker pants, which they don't make anymore. So on the gray market, you'd maybe find them for anywhere from $300 to $600. And this is not a frugal outfit because of that. Now, Lindy Hamming, when she picked out this whole outfit, she's the costume designer for Casino Royale. She talked about how much both she and Daniel Craig loved this jacket. They loved it. They thought it was just, very classic, sign of the times. You've got the different pockets. You've got the different details that everybody knows so much about. The way it fits, again, it's got that kind of crop look. It's got a very action-oriented look. But the reason why I love it is because even though it is 2023, when you're watching this still looks classic. You could wear this in the 1950s, 1960s, probably 100 years from now, it'll still look good. It's got the nice high armholes. It's got great sleeves. It's got all the details you wanted. It's got the nice soft neck. But this lamb was sure to go because this thing is so soft and supple. But for a long time, people coveted this jacket. They coveted the outfit. They said, look, I don't want to cosplay, but I definitely want to replicate it. But if you add up all those ducats, all those shekels, all that money, it's anything but a frugal moment. Now, today, I'm going to take you through, in somewhat nauseating detail, a way to get the replica. So Let's do this the right way. And the right way is to do a specific head-to-head. Now, Royal Filmwear, Daniel Love, you know him, you love him, actually created sort of a swan song holy grail for all of us, and that is this bomber jacket. And I promised him if he ever did this, if he ever embarked on this journey, I would do a head-to-head with the screen-used version and his jacket to see how close did he get it, and therefore how close can you get a frugal version of this pretty much unattainable outfit. So, without further ado, let me introduce you to a special guest star to help me to talk about this jacket. All right. Well, first of all, David, you've never looked better. All right, so let's start right off the bat. I mean, obviously, we have the jacket itself, and we're going to show you a lot of details. The jacket is the Royal Filmwear jacket. The Ted Baker pants that I'm wearing, that he's wearing, I'm so confused. Those are Royal Filmwear as well. And the shirt that he's wearing is not a Sunspell, it's a Merona, which is a Target-based shirt, and Target is obviously inexpensive. It's a store here in the United States, and let's talk about the pricing of this as David models this a little bit. First of all, the jacket itself. You know what, David? Why don't you explain all about this? Thanks, David. That wasn't too weird. So listen, you know how we do this. We're talking about a Frugal Bond outfit, but let me break this down a little bit. The pants themselves, like I said, are from Royal Filmwear, if you can get them in the right size, but they're great and they're incredibly close to the original. I mean, and why don't we? If you lay them side by side, the linen is the right color, and some of the time it's really hard to get the right shading. This is the right shading, so it looks, chef kiss, it looks absolutely perfect. This Merona t-shirt, if I can come a little bit close, to me, nothing gets that sort of lightweight Sunspell. The neck is even a little bit different than the Sunspell. But let's face it, you could go out to any store, Primark, it doesn't matter, and get a simple gray t-shirt. And by the way, you can even get sort of light brown, beige pants, some black shoes. I'm not going to get into the watch because it's really hard to replicate this. And quite frankly, you could find an homage watch, but a lot of you own an Omega or you own something similar where you could get just a simple dive band. What we're going to concentrate on, because of course we are, you could tell by the thumbnail, we're going to concentrate on this jacket. Now, we talk about sizing because we have to. Right now, I am a 42 top. Yeah, I used to be like 40, 41. Been working out. Operation Pinnacle, it's a whole other video. Let's not get into it, but I've been working out like crazy, and I've got a 31-inch waist, so that's kind of my ratio. I am almost 5'9", if I just kind of stand on my tippy toes a little bit, but that gives you the size of my height. Now this is and should be a crop jacket. I've said that a few times, but a lot of us in 2023 are not used to crop jackets. We're used to jackets that are a little bit longer, but this in the movie, to get that right look, is a crop jacket. It's almost like a cafe racer bomber. You can see it's got this fabric on the top here, and this is lambskin. It's the same type of lambskin that the original was made of, because of course it is. Now, I could sit here and I could just far away talk about pockets and details like that, but that's not how we do this here, because even though we're talking about a Frugal Bond, this is a little bit of a challenge for Royal Filmwear, and that is how close did Daniel Love get to the screen accurate version for what you can purchase. Now, from a purchase price, again, this is about $385 US. And they're going fast. And it's sort of a limited edition. He did a limited run. The leather, everything, the details of this make it a more expensive piece than his usual piece. So some of you may be saying, $385 is not exactly frugal, David. We're just saying it in comparison to the screen accurate one, which would have been $4 grand, or the screen used one, which is into the hemisphere as far as pricing is concerned. This is still a frugal moment. So just under $400, you could have the Bomber Casino Royale Miami Airport look. And it's one of these looks that creates an invisible Bond moment. You could definitely wear this probably 3 seasons out of the year, and people would just be like, that guy's got a chocolate brown. They're not going to get that specific. That guy's got a dark brown, nice leather jacket on that fits him well. And let's talk about fit, because we are going to get into the details of how close they got. But I am wearing a size small. Now, again, I just told you my size. This is a size small. And the reason I went with this size small initially, let me just zip it up a little bit, is I can zip it up fine. It's obviously, it's fitted on me. You can see this. It's fitted to my physique. I've kind of barrel chested up here. For my age, relatively small waist. The arms, everything fits. I can move extremely well. This replicates the screen look of how Daniel Craig wore it and how the screen used one that I own looks as well. However, Daniel Love supplied me with a medium because this is about also you getting your correct size. So let me try on the medium for you. And just like that. Now I'm wearing a medium. Now this obviously fits me looser. It fits a little bit looser in the body. It's more sort of like that Indiana Jones looseness, if you will. By the way, you've got to train the collar a little bit. It comes in a pretty tight package. 1 second, please. Ladies and gentlemen, talk amongst yourselves as I zip this. And you can see when I zip this, it's not as tight on me this time. So you can pick and choose which one do you want. Do you want the medium on your body type? Do you want the small, the large, the extra large? I think it goes all the way up to like 3XL or something like that. He really put a huge range of sizes in, but this will give you an idea of how loose do you really want it. If you want it screen accurate, you're going to go a little bit more true to your size. If you want it like this, where it's a little bit looser, you can put a little thicker shirts underneath it. This just gives you the idea of how these different things look. And many of you are sitting back going, David, take the medium. But for the rest of this discussion, I'm actually going to move back to the small because it's a little bit more screen accurate. There we go, back into the small. All right, this next part comes with a warning. Now, the warning is this. I told you I'm going to go into specific, laser-focused detail of how this replica, this homage piece, this frugal moment looks to the original screen-used one. If you don't like this type of detail, fast forward towards the end, go upstairs, make yourself a sandwich, sit down, go through Instagram, eat that sandwich slowly, then come back if you want, because this is where we're going to go head to head. Buckle up. So the first thing we'll take a look at is the color. I mean, the color is very important. Here is the screen accurate one. I have it on sort of a mannequin right now, and I will put over the Royale Filmwear Frugal version. And you'll see right away that the color is extremely similar. I'll turn it like this so you can see it in different lights. What you're noticing on the screen used one is that the Armani one is a bit faded. It's a little bit more, I want to say smoky in tone. It's a little silkier in its tone. This is more of a deeper chocolate brown, the Royale Filmwear one. So the color is, I would say, probably about 95% accurate. And that's really good. I mean, when you can get a coloring that close, and what I feel like is going to happen is as you wear this more and it gets the oils on your skin, this is actually going to become even more screen accurate from a coloring standpoint. You're going to notice also on the collar here, I'm taking a look at how everything matches up. You've got the right sizing here with this thatchet area, and what I'm really impressed with is the collar is not only the right size, it's the correct fabric. This is a little bit tighter It's a little bit of a tighter, slightly coarser weave, but I think that's because of time and age and breaking this in. I think, again, given time, given wear, this will break into a very similar flop. You see this flop that's going on here with the screen accurate one? This one, the frugal version, I think will get that over time. Seams, and we do. We look at even like seams here. The seam matching here and the seam matching here matches perfectly well. Let's turn this around so you can see the seam on the back. Now, some of you are saying right now, this is insane. Like you're doing the seam for seam. But if you're going to get this and you're going to replicate it, why not do it right? So again, we've got the Armani one, and here is the Royale Filmwear. Perfect seam. It's edged correctly, goes straight up and down the middle, and then you've got that same back. The back is bang on. Even around the back of the arm stitching that happens, it's right on the money. Let's turn this puppy around, and let's get into something that a lot of people have gotten wrong in the past. It's the pockets, and it seems like a simple thing, but first of all, you need a couple things. So here is the Armani one again. You've got this slouch, this wrinkling, this puckering that comes to this. In the past, I've seen a lot of these jackets that weren't made out of lambskin, or maybe they were made out of lambskin that was too thick. And because of that, the pockets look too rigid. They look too still. Here is the Royale Filmwear ones, and again, we're going to drape this accordingly. So here's these, all right? Now, these from a size-wise, I lined this up. The sizing is correct on them. So it's hard to see this in a head-to-head that I'm showing you right now. You're not getting quite as much puckering on this. Again, this is a little bit of time. This could also be that the lamb's leather on this one is a fraction thinner than the frugal version. And because of that, it's going to drape. You see when I squeeze things like this, you can see slightly more thick than this, which can really be squeezed into a tiny ball. That's sort of the thinness and the suppleness of the lamb. The suppleness of this lamb, it's still supple. It's not quite as supple. And the pockets, because of that, are not dimpling and creasing as much. Again, I think that's going to come with time. But what's nice is, you see the different sizings of the pocket? This top pocket should be smaller than this one. This is your larger pocket. This is your smaller pocket, all right? Royale Filmwear got that right. They just did. So the size proportion, according to the Armani, is bang on. But I've given you a hint at the next thing we're going to talk about. And yes, like I said, detail, detail. On the inside of the Armani jacket is a very soft sort of cotton twill. It's very, very soft though. It's probably not even a twill. It's just this very light cotton, probably to make it very airy. On the inside of the Royale Filmwear, you've got the shiny acetate. You've got this. So the pockets, probably doing a bad job doing this, but the pocket here and the pocket on the inside are not only the correct size and formation, all the pockets are there, but again, we are going to be really, really militant about this. The insides are different. You've got the inside of the screen accurate, and then the frugal version. This has the shiny sort of inside of a windbreaker type acetate. This is that soft cotton, and you can see it's a different color. So that is a difference right there. I'm going to show you another difference too. Take a look at the screen accurate zipper, okay? This is a zipper, you can see, we'll get in nice and close, but that particular zipper right there, for example, has the Giorgio Armani, not that we would expect nor would want the frugal version to replicate that, but the zippers on these two pieces are quite different. So first of all, the coloring is a little bit different. We'll get up and close. All right, this one's a little bit more shiny. This one's a little bit more brassy in color. But if we go down to the zippers, that's where you're going to see a pretty big difference. I mean, this is like probably the major difference, and you really got to be a stickler for you to even care about this. But here are the frugal version. Here are the, obviously, screen accurate version. So similar shape. This one has more of a rectangle. This one has more of a square, but different sizing. So there is a difference to zippers. Zippers are ridiculously hard to match up. Now, I thought this might be an interesting view, kind of an overarching comparison. So this side, you have the Armani and the Armani buttons, which look very similar to the Royal Filmwear buttons, just has the Armani symbol on it, which we wouldn't expect this to have, nor do we want. But now you can see sort of head to head. Frugal, screen accurate. Frugal, screen accurate. Pretty dang close. And of course, as we showed you before, here they are being worn by a person. This is the frugal version, of course, and here is the screen accurate version. Well, there you have it. I mean, an absolutely amazing homage piece from Daniel Love. This guy continues to hit it out of the park. Now, a couple of things. I mean, we went head to head with my screen accurate one right here. Delicious. But when you get this, here's a little bit of helpful hints. You may want to put the entire outfit together. I totally get it. It's still going to be Invisible Bond. It's still a salute to one of your favorite movies. You're going to have to wear this. And I thought, no, that sounds crazy. You're like, David, I'm buying it to wear it. When it comes, it's going to have a couple of fold wrinkles because it comes in a relatively small box. You'll be surprised about how small the box is, but that's to really save on shipping. It is coming from Australia after all. What you want to do is put this on and wear it around your house, which sounds strange to you, and you may get weird looks from your significant others. But trust me, the warmth from your body, the oils from your hand will make this even more supple and will get some of those kind of dimpled wrinkles out, and it'll start to look like the screen accurate one, which is in the end what you want. I love this because this already, after just my third wearing of this, I haven't worn it out yet. I've just been wearing it around the house, kind of practicing for this video. It's already starting to conform to my body. And on his website, which you can see the link below, he talks about that. He says, make this your own. This is actually going to conform to your body. Zip it up, which is what I would do, kind of wearing this around. Zip it up and make sure that it's conforming to your body over time and it's connecting with you. But this piece itself can really ball up into something small, and it's hardy. What I'm imagining is I'm going to be traveling internationally, domestically. This is going to be my go-to sort of spring, almost into summer, and yes, even autumn jacket because it's lightweight, but it's lined. It could take the edge off. I don't care if it gets a little abrased because it is a frugal piece, but it's something that can transition with me. I can wear this with jeans, chinos, you name it. I can wear this with everything, even just to take the chill off. It's the perfect piece, and it's always, always going to connect me back to my absolute favorite James Bond film, Casino Royale. And that to me is the connection that we try to create with this sartorial bond. The fact that we can now do a frugal aspect of it, even with its differences, to me, yeah, it's a bit of a home run. So 2 major thumbs up. If you didn't get that from my vernacular so far, go check it out. Hopefully they're still available by the time this comes up. In the meantime, thank you so much. We are going to have many, many more Frugal Bond moments throughout the year, more than we've had in a long time. We're back with the Frugal Bond. We're going to have fun doing it. We're going to invite some friends and people from the Bond community to do it with us, and we're all going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to prove that it's not the wallet that connects us to James Bond. It's the mindset. Truth. All right. This has been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. We'll see you all real soon. Take care. Thanks for watching this episode. If you want to be up on the latest from the Bond experience, just click on this subscribe and subscribe to our channel. You're going to get all the latest and greatest information, plus some exclusive content. And by the way, speaking of content, here's something especially for you, just because we know you. Talk to you soon.